Hello, everyone. It is now day 12 of 12 days of holiday Canva tutorials from Farm Girl. And since it's so close to Christmas, we are now planning your New Year's promotion. So we talked about it in the day 11 video. It is attend however many classes you choose in January and win a t-shirt. I would tend to go with 2 to 3 classes a week, even 3 to 4 classes a week if you want to make it hard. It depends on what you can do capacity wise and how your pricing works with that. If you have a 2 times a week membership, you have to figure out kind of another way to make this happen. But I know I have had clients who wanted to encourage their clients to increase their membership from 2 classes a week to 3 classes a week, or 3 to 4. So they started a contest like this to do that. So this is something that I have done for clients for a while. So I'm just going to make this graphic from scratch and we'll see how we do. So I will share my screen. We will go to Canva. And at a time when you actually have clients in the studio, and that may or may not be what you have right now, but at a time when you have clients in the studio, I would encourage you to have clients sign this little graphic that's going to do their tracking and put it on a wall where everybody can see it, because it gives you even more accountability. People don't like to see their name up there with only one class. So what this is going to do, it's going to be a commitment from your clients to participate more in January. It's going to give them accountability, and it's going to kind of feed their sense of competitiveness, and it's going to be fun, and they get a fun t-shirt at the end. So when I do this, I usually do it for a half a sheet of paper. You can do whatever size you want. So I usually use a custom size, and I change this to inches, and 8.5 by 11 in half is 8.5 wide, 8 by 5 inches wide, and 5.5 tall. There we go. And I'm just going to start it really simply by building on that graphic we did in lesson 11. I'm going to call it Pilates Winter Challenge. So I'm going to grab some text, type Pilates, use that same font so everything has some consistency. This time I'll probably put the Pilates in a brand color. And then I might not make it quite that big because we need room for the tracking. And then we need the winter challenge part. And this, I forgot what it was called, but I'll find it. Winter. I actually don't even mind this font. So for the sake of time, I'm going to leave this font right there. Oh, I forgot. 2021. Now, I called it a winter challenge, and I get that all of you do not or are not in the middle of winter now, but you just substitute whatever word you want there. You can say a January, you can say Jan-U with capital Y-O-U. Airy, you can say, new year, new you, whatever you want to do. But I went with winter challenge. So there is that. Now I'm going to make a tracker. So January, 31 days. I want them to go to how many classes? Um, 18 or 19, maybe 20. So attend 20 classes in January. That's a lot, but that would, in normal cases, fill your studio. If if you're in the middle of a pandemic, adding um, an extra class when you don't have to drive to the studio and you're doing virtual classes should be pretty easy. So let's do that. Let's go with 20. So to find something to make a cute little tracker board, I go to Elements and I'm going to type in winter. So it could be snowflakes, it could be a snowman, it could be a winter sweater, or a stocking. Stocking caps would be cute because you can make those in the colors of your studio. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of cool, kind of cute. So I'm going to change this. And I want these to be on a color printer in the studio or at home. And so what I try to make is a graphic that I will then duplicate for 5 across and 4 rows deep to get 20 classes. So I might have to make this heading a little smaller. So to do that, I select it by drawing a box around it, and I just make it a little smaller. You'll want to put your logo here. You may or may not want to have a place for people to put their name on it, depending on whether you're open with the pandemic right now. Now we are going to put a number on each stocking cap. So I'm going to just go to text. I'm going to add a heading and say 1. I think I will use that same Sunborn font. And then I'm going to put that on the shirt. Okay. Now, to make that into a graphic that people can use for tracking, we're going to select all of that. So there it is, number and that. I'm going to group it so it's all one design now. And then I'm going to Control C to copy, Control V to paste. And I'm going to Control V to paste a lot. And then I'm going to start putting them out there. And you see that I didn't quite have room. So I'll move them up a little. And I eyeball this. No one who is in your challenge will care if it's exactly centered. That's up to you. So you just grab them. Ooh, I have lots of room going across. And you see that Canva helps you line them up. See those guides coming whenever I do this. And I'm going to try to do it. Oh, I'm making those too big. But now all the stocking cap sizes match. And that's the trickiest part of this, is to have all the sizes matching. Lining them up is not so tricky once you have all the sizes. And I used to try to grab them on the corner and say, oh, it's 50 by 50, I'll do it again. That's really a lot of work. So doing it this way, now I need just 5 more or 4 more. Now this is fine, but they all say 1, and 1 is not good. We want them to see how many classes they have left. So you can choose to number these from 1 to 20 or from 20 to 1, whatever you want to encourage people to do. And now you just go to each hat and change the numbers. So we had a couple of questions while I'm doing this that came in. One, does Farm Girl design graphics for studios? Of course I will. It's something I do as I have time. And then if you're not a current client, we just charge by the hour for that. But certainly if you want something done, we can try to help you with that. What was the other question? Where do I get t-shirts was one of the questions after the last graphic. And I get my t-shirts from a t-shirt store in North Liberty where I live. He makes t-shirts for people all across the United States. So if you want that name, I am happy to share it. And here you see that I have everything numbered to my 20 classes. Now, if I would probably straighten them out a little bit, but the one thing I want to do is move them up. So to move the whole bunch, you draw a box around them, and then look, they're all moving together. And when I do that, I can even take them by the corner and make them smaller or larger. And that gives you more room on your sheet. So there you go. There's my secrets to making a challenge sheet that people can track at home. I hope you've enjoyed 12 days of Canva holiday graphics. And as always, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Join our Facebook group for Pilates studio owners, and have a great Christmas.